Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. I guess I've been struggling to think about how to celebrate Holi, and this, which historically has been a celebration of spring and new beginnings, when the entire world seems to be at disarray, particularly with this unnecessary war and wars happening and so many people being innocently killed and displaced from their homes. And I think about the many people in Gaza who, despite being in the middle of a genocide, have been finding ways to celebrate birthdays, finding ways to celebrate the marking of Ramadan, and across time and space, whether we think about the Holocaust and the Jews, and various other communities. Even in the midst of chaos, we have found ways to honor these time passing, because the earth, she does not worry about these earthly power struggles, if you will, right? The spring always comes after the winter, the summer comes after the spring, fall comes after, and the cycle keeps going. And so in some ways, these markings of time actually help us recognize that these are cyclical, and human power cannot supersede, the desire for alignment, the desire for balance, and the overwhelming ability of the universe to always continue in a flow, and that, for lack of a better word, this too shall pass, and that celebrating the moment helps us make sense of the chaos in some ways, and recognize that there's always joy possible. It reminds me of I'm going to totally screw up this quote by C.S. Lewis that says, he was talking about the atomic bomb in the 40s, and said, when they drop the bomb, let them find us not shivering under fear, but to be doing all the normal things like caring for our children, playing board games, being with our loved ones, because any bomb can kill us at any moment, but they cannot take away our spirit. And so the ways for us to honor our humanity, and to recognize that it is not these power struggles that define who we are, but it is the ways that we find joy and the ways that we find community, I think is at least how I'm trying to think about celebrating, at least honoring Holi and the spring, and the fact that spring is always important and that the winter is also important. And so the cycles allow us to be aligned and recognize that we are part of something much bigger, that is the universe, and that she is always healing, and that we have to be able to align with that. Namaskaram.